Now this is Hollywood Unlocked. What up, everybody? It's Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored. I'm Jason Lee.
I'm Melissa Ford, a.k.a. the Curve Queen.
Yo, it's DJ Damage.
Yo, hopefully you're listening to us on iTunes, iHeart, Google Play, Spotify.
Yes.
We need to go over to SoundCloud because I just did a podcast where somebody's actually on SoundCloud.
Yo, SoundCloud is lit.
And watching us on YouTube. Well, we'd be SoundCloud podcasters.
Yeah.
This close to a SoundCloud rapper.
I'm with it.
This close.
That's how you break.
Wow, you got your makeup done today. Did you just get up? How early did you get? We're shooting so early today. Let me tell you, I flew back from New York just to do this show because you guys are all on my social media threatening me for not doing the show. So I'm here and I'm flying out tonight, but why it's early.
It's 8. It's before 9 o'clock in the morning. This is not.
That's not too bad.
This is not okay. This is no fucking okay.
It's
okay?
not.
No. Me and Daisy are leisurely waking up around this time. You know, she sleeps with me in the bed and she sleeps like she's got a job and it's amazing. But she's, we're leisurely getting up right now. We're slowly making our
Slow
coffee.
rise.
Exactly.
I say it's thawing out. We're thawing out.
Yeah, exactly. We're adjusting. We go for our little walk. She, does her business. That's what's happening around this time. Not full beat face talking to you motherfuckers.
So what time do you have to wake up to do a full beat face?
I was up at like 6:45 and I hated every single second of it. I really did. I had to talk to myself and then I had to compete with fucking LA traffic. Let me tell you something about LA traffic. People here drive like freshly laid fucking shit. That's what I have to say. I'm still coming down.
Well, my commute is a couple blocks.
I know, motherfucker. I know.
But I will say, you look very LA-ish today because, I'm going through this whole I want to move to New York thing. I'm telling you, people.
Just wear all black.
I went to New
East
York.
Coast.
I was in New York for a whole week. I came back for this show, and we're having a dinner tonight, and then I'm flying back to New York tonight for Fashion Week.
Why not?
I love New York City. I love just the different. There's so many different vibes. If you're in meatpacking, then you can go uptown, and then you can go over to Wall Street with the rich people. Well, we're in Harlem, and our people. I'm walking down the street. Ladies like, "Hey, man, love your book." I'm like, "Hey, love you too." Yeah, I love New York City.
I understand why you love it. I really do. I just was there when it was amazing.
Yeah.
Like the era, like pre 9/11, I was there. When. You had to, when like roaches would come up to you and like ask you for your pizza, like at the, local pizza spot. Like it was just like the trains were, they were just bringing out the trains that didn't have the graffiti on it when I got there. It was dope.
Well, we're gonna talk. Let's not talk about trains right now. We're gonna get into trains in a minute.
Oh yeah,
I've been train shamed.
You had a train experience.
No, but damn it, you walked in today looking all fresh and vibrant too. Should we be here? Should we do our show early?
No.
I'm with it. I'm with early.
No.
Yeah?
I'm with it.
No.
Wait, you guys look. You
I'm
look
with it.
very LA chic, fresh right now with your plaid shirt, your red lip, and your braids, and then you came in just fresh off dropping your kid off. You're fresh.
This is my gym.
Maybe this
Drop
is our
off kid
thing.
time.
Maybe 6 o'clock shoots.
No, I'm not okay with
Rise
this.
and shine.
No, I'm not okay with this.
We get
people.
it done. We have the whole day ahead of us.
Yeah, okay.
The listeners to this show are they're working hard at work right now.
Right.
And we are getting them through. So it almost be like we are thawing out with you in the morning.
Okay, let's try that. Let's try that and see how many guests are okay with that shit.
Nah.
But understand, this is like morning show time, so it's like good preparation. This is actually late for a morning show too. So one day we're gonna have a morning show.
Oh my God, I just did the Breakfast Club and those people were there at like 4:30.
See?
Every day.
Why?
I know.
What's happening?
Yeah.
4:30 is still dark. I think psychologically my mind would do something to me. Like you went to bed and it was dark and now you're up again and it's dark. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, you have to get a hell of a check to want to get up at that fucking ungodly hour.
You just said fucking and ungodly in the same sentence.
Listen, right now I'm not in my right state of mind. It's too early.
Those of you watching know what I'm about to do. She said God, so God must have forgot about me. It's still on Amazon. We're still #1 in my category, and the book is doing well. So I'm violating all the fashion rules of the industry.
How?
When I was not doing this stuff, I could wear the same thing repeatedly.
I love it.
Now you get shamed, and I've been trained shamed, so I'm really have a phobia about being shamed. This is the shirt that I wore on the green screen at Love and Hip Hop. I've only worn it just for that green screen.
Okay.
And now I'm wearing it again. It costs almost $800.
Yeah.
But my friend told me I have to throw the shirt away
Why?
because
Why?
I've already worn it and people see me wearing it.
So?
But they said
Your
now
girl Tiffany Haddish is one that is really
I
good
love
for
her for that.
recycling
I
an
love
outfit
it.
and not being ashamed for it. Like, it's not realistic.
If an item costs $800,
You better get several wears out of
yeah,
that
and you
sucker.
wear it twice, what is the problem with that?
I don't know, because if you get photographed in it twice,
And
if you do get photographed in it twice, it has to be in different regions and then has to be in different
Who's
parts of your
telling
feed.
you
yeah, and
this?
according to who?
I don't know. That's what I think the online rules say.
I must not have gotten those.
Because they'll be like, oh, he only has one shirt.
So
well-
I got one shirt that costs it costs 50 of your shirts.
Yeah, that part.
So would you wear?
I have.
All the time.
Yes, I have recycled outfits.
But you can add like a layer on top of that. You can open that up and put a white shirt under it, maybe, or maybe
Or I
throw a
could just
jacket
rock
over.
it just like this again.
And
or you
wouldn't
could wear
care.
a black shirt under that, or you could wear a green shirt under that, or a blue shirt, or
I'm sure I double wore
you could
something
go
on this
shirtless
show.
under it.
At least
No,
once.
I'm not there yet. But I will say, this shirt actually was created by Fear God, which is Jerry
Yeah,
Lorenzo.
yeah.
Jerry Lorenzo. Have you met Jerry? You know, okay. Jerry used to be a promoter here
I
in LA.
remember.
Do you remember back in the day?
Jerry Lorenzo, who was his partner that he used to do?
Don't even know. He was the Grey Goose ambassador, and he was a club promoter here, and he used to really look out for us, whatever. Anyway, I always run into him at the gym. Well, not always, because I ain't always there, but when I am there, I see him. But he's built a $75 million brand.
Yeah.
Good for him.
And
Just from
Inspiring.
scratch. So it's so dope to see, how he's evolved. But the shirt and the way his clothes fit are amazing, and his shoes. So I'm gonna probably wear this one more time.
As you should.
Fear, is it only guy stuff?
It's no, I don't
It's
know.
like kind of. I mean, it's
Unisex?
It's like
Unisex.
It's like Yeezy-ish.
Yeah.
Kinda, right. It's like kind of that whole.
I mean, you like to wear like a little oversized, like yeah.
Yeah.
This could have been a guy's
Yeah,
shirt.
and that
Exactly.
Yeah.
actually, he has stuff like that.
Okay.
He
Fear
has
God
some
is
really dope
fire.
stuff.
Holler
It
at your
is.
girl, Jerry.
Yeah, well, I see him in the gym, and I kind of want to ask him, like, nigga, can I get some discounts or something?
You know?
Because your shit is expensive, Jerry. Like,
You
I
ran
know-
that ticket up.
And he be in this gym so stylish too, and I be looking at him like, well, he has to be stylish, right?
In the gym?
He's stylish in the gym.
ain't
Off-white
got-
shoes.
Listen, let me say this.
Fear of God.
He
clothes.
has like that dope minimal style though.
Yeah.
Like it's
It's
not,
not-
too gaudy or vibrant. It's just like clean. He's real clean.
And
Listen,
expensive.
Yes,
listen, Let
very.
me say something. If I'm going to the gym, I am dressing for war. Okay.
That's true.
I'm not trying to be fucking cute. I can't. Not training with Hino. Fuck that.
Yeah, I see you back in there. How many days are you doing now?
Like 2 to 3 with
I've been trying to
Hino.
work out with Hino for forever. but
Have
it's
you
cool.
ever worked out with him?
No, and he lives around the corner. Well, his gym's around the corner.
Listen, it's really serious. So she put me on, and I went over there, and but my mentality was, okay, there's so many fit guys in here working out. I'm not gonna look like no bitch, so I'm gonna push myself, and unless I die, that's the only way I'm giving up. But I would bring Lee, or I'd bring my cousin, and they would be throwing up on the side.
yeah, I'm
or
trying to get in there.
passing out. It's if you want a real trainer, that he knows the guy.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
he's
he
gonna
is.
be funny while you work. He's gonna talk shit to you, but he also he knows when to let up. But he's funny.
The things that he has me do is just literally the next day I'm walking like I have no knees. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's insane.
No
you know?
wobble.
And,
Shout out to everybody in West Hollywood.
and he's screaming at me the entire time. Like, I'm literally holding like a 25-pound plate
There you go.
and doing hop squats down an alley. And
Yeah.
then I got to come backwards and then drop the plate and then do a lap. And my legs are like, bitch, why? Why are we doing this? What are we trying to prove here?
You know what you're
my-
trying to prove. It's summertime coming.
Oh yeah,
Well-
I'm trying to put bitches 20 years younger than me to shame.
My lungs absolutely hate him because
Yeah.
after the warm up is you do 2-3 minute jump roping.
Yeah.
God, who knew jump roping was so hard? It works out every part of your body and you can't breathe. Then after you drop the ropes, you got to run. I'm like, hold on a minute. Do you not realize these lungs have not been through this kind of work?
Yeah.
And I don't know how long, but he's good to work out with.
Yeah.
All right.
My calves are turning into rocks from jump rope.
Well, I'm gonna wear this shirt probably one more time.
Do it.
I may pack it and take it to Fashion Week and wear it during Fashion Week because this shirt will not air while I'm wearing it, and so,
then you get
I get another use
another
before
use
people
out of
see
it.
it.
And then hand it down.
Hand it down to. I'm gonna cut it up and make little Fear of God towels or something.
You could cut up and
Whatever.
do something with that.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay,
that's the
so
plan.
speaking of being shamed, I've been train shamed.
Yeah.
I did not know that train shaming was a thing. Can somebody please tell me? I'm from the West Coast where we don't
It's
take
not
the
a
train.
thing. It's not a thing.
Train shaming
not-
is not a thing.
It's a new thing.
Whoever shamed you is an idiot.
No, but listen, okay, so for those of you
Yeah, tell the studio, tell everybody what happened.
For those of you listening that don't know what happened, I was on the East Coast and I'm becoming an East Coaster, right? Like I don't take the subway because I just don't like dealing with craziness. But I Uber everywhere in New York. However, I was in New York for press for my book. God must have forgotten about me. And then I had to go over to D.C. to go do, first I started in Delaware where I spoke in front of like 150 people or something like that. Had a really good night. Then I went to New York and have been doing press. Then I spoke at this college, the Bronx Community College. And then I had to go to D.C. to speak at Howard University. It was my first time ever at HBCU. I was speaking at they have a Barnes & Noble bookstore on the Howard University campus. So I was there to have a conversation moderated by Patience Foster. And I said, well, I'm just in New York. I'm going to D.C. I don't see why me and the team needs to fly over there. I'm just going to take a train. So we booked Amtrak tickets. So we take Amtrak. I'm able to plan. I was reading through my book, marking up parts where I want to start building up my speaking platform. I invited all the guests for my dinner party that I'm having here in L.A. tonight. I had time to really be productive. I loved it. And it was comfortable. And we had a great time. And I had posted on my Instagram that I was on a train because I'm on a train. Who cares? So
The Amtrak train.
The Amtrak train. Okay. And I didn't even know there was first class and coach. It's a fucking train.
It's
It
all
doesn't
the
really
same
matter.
Shit.
People were shaming. You're not even in first class. Okay, well,
It
whatever.
doesn't even matter.
It's the train. It's the train.
This is so dumb that I'm even talking on this, but I'm doing it only out of humor because those of you watching are like, what the fuck is happening right now? In fact, just because we love you so much, if you're watching online, I'm going to put the video right here. Take a look.
Oh my gosh, gag. You Jason Lee? Yeah. Oh my gosh, gag. Gagging. Ooh, you catching the train? You catching the train? Ooh. The girls got the nerve to come for Nikki and they catching the train. Yikes. Yikes. Ooh. Ooh. Yikes, Miss Thing. Gagging.
All right, so this guy... So I'm sitting there waiting. So I'm sitting there waiting for the train. I hold my MCM bag there that I love so much, and I'm sitting next to my friend. And this person walks up and says, Jason Lee. Now, mind you, all day, all week, people have been walking up to me saying, Jason Lee, love the book. Oh my God, love you here, love you there, whatever. So I'm just like, okay, first I think it's a fan. Then he was like, oh, God, you're gang. And then I thought it was the homeless person. And I was feeling bad. You know what I mean? Because that's what I'm kind of looking like. What's happening? And I tell my friend, like, what is that? What is happening right now? And he's like, gang. Oh, my God. Yes, you're on a train. You're on a, yeah. And so I thought he was giving me love.
Yeah.
I'm like, how does this homeless person know about me? Because he has no teeth. But anyway, I digress. I'm not going to be rude to the homeless. Like, I'm not, right?
But he wasn't homeless?
No.
Okay.
But the way he looked, I just thought he dug himself out of garbage can. I didn't know who the fuck he was. You know what I mean? And then he was doing all the praising, the gay praising, the gagging. I'm gagging. I thought he was gagging.
Hilarious.
Okay? So my friend goes to get out the chair. He's like, I'm gonna beat his fucking ass and take this phone. I'm like, nah, there's cameras here. There's armed police.
Yeah, you don't want to get locked up
machine
on
guns
your book
walking
tour.
around. I'm like, nah, we are not about to get locked
Not
up.
happening.
Yeah.
While we are on an inspirational book tour. You know? And so the person walks away. So finally my friend's like, nah, fuck that. That book is yours. I'm about to go get him. So he goes to look for him, and then the police catch him over there looking for the guy. We get on the train. So my friend is stressed out, and I go, listen, this video is gonna pop up online any minute. Like, I'm just telling you, it's gonna pop up online any minute. So we're sitting there. All of a sudden, here comes all the posts. This was a Barb, Nicki Minaj fan, who see me there, who posted online. What gets better? So then I get a DM from Rolling Ray. Do you know who Rolling Ray is?
Fill us in on who Roland Ray is.
There was an episode of Catfish where there was a gay guy in a wheelchair who had catfished somebody. His name is Roland Ray. He's so fucking hilarious. Roland Ray DM'd me and said he wants the worldwide exclusive. So I got time. I'm on the train. So I'm like, yo, let's go live. So I do an interview with Roland Ray. Take a look.
But why would you in DC? Why are they making fun of you? Like, for one, you was getting to the money, Jason. Like, in a mind, if you was riding a motherfucking Uber, bitch, you is going to the bed. And those girls, that messy queen, she's not even known in DC like that stink. So don't let her get to you. DC respects Jason Lee. We love Jason Lee. And then he's taking up for Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj ain't paying his boys the bills or none of that. Like, your book just came out. Your book is selling. Somebody just bought over 60 copies per. Like, you make your moves out here and you're on the first class train. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I love you, friend.
Okay, Roland Ray, I don't know if we follow you on Hollywood Unlocked. Let me go follow you right now because you're fucking hilarious.
Y'all not there.
When you come to LA, you have to come on my show.
Yes, I'm about to drop my new single on Valentine's, so it's definitely given. I'll be there soon in the summertime, bitch. And when I get there, we're going to kiki about these messy cunts who try to come for you for riding a train to success.
Absolutely. Well, I just followed you from Hollywood Unlocked. Thank you so much for reaching out to me. You have me gagging every time you do something. Keep being funny. And stay in touch.
I love you, Frank. And Nicki Minaj could never.
All right, so
well, you did say that you wanted to, you're the poster child for giving black journalists, a chance.
right. Until you told me that on the phone, I didn't really realize I had done a good thing.
Yeah, you did.
So Roland Ray got the exclusive. And now him and the guy are beefing online because they're both in
That's
DC.
hysterical.
So the guy tells Roland Ray, and I'm gonna say this without laughing, okay?
Hold up.
Pull up. How you tell somebody in a wheelchair to pull up?
First of all, Roland Ray looks like he's the type that's gonna pull up though.
No, Roland Ray.
He don't look like he not about to smoke.
Right. So now I'm here realizing that I have been a victim of train shaming.
First of all, how can you train shame? If you go into the train station anywhere, New York, Philadelphia, there's thousands of professionals, athletes, workers,
millionaires, politicians,
everything. So how do you get train shamed on like the regional rail?
When you first told me that you got train shamed, I thought that you meant you were like on an MTA train in New York City, like you're on the fucking 2 or something like that. Which there's no point in shaming you because Bloomberg takes the train. Like that is the way that New Yorkers commute because traffic is. Shit, I don't want to get into the traffic in New York.
Exactly.
But you were on the commuter train from like DC to New York. Listen, I'm not going to the motherfucking airport. I'm not dealing with fucking Reagan to JFK or LaGuardia if I don't have to.
You're assuming that everybody who train shames travels. They don't know what the fuck you just said.
So basically,
Reagan is the airport. And
Reagan
JFK
is the airport in
airport.
DC. LaGuardia and JFK are the airports in New York. If you can avoid the airport experience of basically getting your anal cavity fucking checked just to get on a goddamn plane, then you're gonna and you could just say, let me just spend 3 hours on a train.
Cavity.
You know what I'm saying? And if you think about the time that you spend going through the airport, getting on the plane, getting off the plane, the security and shit like that, it all adds up to about 3.5 hours.
Everybody gets on the fucking train.
You may as well just take the train
But
from DC to New York.
You know you sound like Connor from my team who actually did the math. If you drive from here to JFK, this is how much.
Yeah.
Then you have to wait an hour before your flight.
Yeah.
Then to fly is an hour. Then to get there, deplane, get in a car, and get to the venue, you have spent more time doing that than the train. But what I thought was so crazy was I literally landed in Philly and Ubered to Delaware because that's just how close it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then I took the train from Philly to New York because that's what people on the East Coast do. And I'll tell you,
every day.
it reminded me of something. We have an MTA train here. We have a train system here in LA. It's really like we don't use
the little quick subway goes like one
There's
little
a
route.
subway?
Oh
Yeah.
yes, to downtown, to Long Beach, to
What?
Yeah, there's a subway.
Santa Monica, all over.
Is it underground?
Yes, you didn't know that? Wait, but this is the thing. Here,
I didn't move to LA to take the motherfucking train.
Here's the thing. In LA,
It's convenient.
In LA, you will get shamed riding a train or a bus. But in New York, you won't get shamed for riding a train and a bus because that's how people move around the city.
Now, if you was on the mega bus,
I ain't gonna get on the mega bus.
then maybe I could. I be on the mega bus.
No,
you can shame me all you want. You'll catch me right there with my bag. Like, going up to shoot the show from Philly.
I'm definitely not getting on the Mega. You see me on the Mega Bus, times are hard. You're not gonna see me on the Mega Bus.
Yeah, no.
Hey guys, y'all catch me on there though.
But I had the people who follow me know that I had posted something on my Instagram, and I'm trying to pull it up now.
You know who I met on the train? I was going from New York to DC. I met Mariska Hargitay.
Really?
Olivia
yeah.
Benson, SVU.
Law
she
and
was
Order.
sitting right behind
Get
me.
the fuck out of here.
Do you know how much that woman is worth?
Millions. But you know,
No, she's the highest paid actress on TV.
She's one of my favorite actors. I watch her every night.
And that woman was taking the train from New York to DC. The same train. You were on the regional?
You think she was on
The
the boat?
upgrade is the fucking
but let me
Acela.
say-
That's if you just want to get there quicker.
But let me say, I posted, there's no new tea there. And folks that know me know, like, if you could spill my tea, I swear to God, I would probably suck your dick because there's not many people
Wow.
who got my tea. Okay. So this is what I dropped on my Instagram on November 14th. I put this on my Instagram because I got on a plane. And sometimes I fly first class, sometimes I fly coach. But when I walk past the first coach, I always look for my people who recognize me, watching me walk past first class, because as if there's something wrong with sitting coach. I said, so I get on this flight to New York and I'm sitting coach, big ass plane. Had no more seats in first, so I, of course, took a coach ticket. Now, flying for me is a privilege, whether I sit in front of the plane or the back. As long as I get where I need to go, I'm good. People recognize me all around, some from Love and Hip Hop and some from Wildin' Out, even some from the radio show. Most shocked that I'm in coach. Let me be crystal clear. You can take photos of me in coach. You can post on your social media. There is no shame in flying coach. There is, though, shame in thinking to fly anything but coach makes you better than anyone else. It's also a shame if you don't fly at all. People need to humble themselves because a flight is a flight, and the ability to take one no matter where you sit is a blessing.
You wrote that.
I wrote that in November because I don't care. I love traveling.
Yeah.
Is that
love
really a
traveling.
thing, Jason?
It is
Listen.
a thing.
That people really do that? Look,
yes.
I went to Art Basel, right? This past December. I sat down in coach. Guess who was sitting behind me?
Who?
Master P and Romeo Miller.
Yeah.
You think they can't fly first class? If there's an available seat, you get on the transportation fucking vehicle and you get where you gotta go.
Now I don't know if I see Master P and Coach, I might talk shit. I'm just playing. No, I'm just playing.
It's like, but some people, it's like, what could you say? We know Master P got money. It's like you got to get the flight at some point. You can't go, oh, I'm gonna just miss a whole flight because I can't fly first class.
Well, people started responding. Like fans started, the tide started turning. Of course, Nicki Minaj fans are gonna revel in the fact that somebody ran up on me. And they lucky they did it in a well-lit place with cameras, because that motherfucker could have got a beat down. But they were saying, people who are billionaires or millionaires are smart. They save their money. They don't waste their money trying to look like this expectation that people have. And I will have to say to people who ride trains or are commuting, however you're commuting, take pride if you are getting out of your communities, however you're getting out. When you're in London, guess what? To get to Paris, you're going to take a train. That's just what you're going to do.
Yeah.
I think you take a train. Do you take the train to Italy or Spain? No, Italy you fly, but Spain you take a train.
I think so. Listen,
You take a train, people.
Yeah. Train is what's up.
When you're in Paris, London, all that, you take the train.
So train shaming is not a thing. We're not going to even go there.
Not a thing.
He tried it.
Gakken. Oh, into that little crackhead Tasha K. She's this YouTuber. Everybody has a fucking YouTube, but she sits in her dungeon, with her little gremlin, and she makes these videos where she just goes on rants. She took an opportunity to post it because she's sucking Nicki's dick. But the problem is, now she's sucking Nicki Minaj's dick. But the problem is that she's talked shit about Nicki Minaj. So we're actually going to dedicate a problematic episode to her. And it's going to be really fun. But anyway, when I posted a photo of me laughing on my Instagram, I said, ooh, new problematic show coming. She's taking everything off of Instagram now. But it's too late because I saw it. So we're going to have fun with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Woo.
I'm going to have to be brought up to speed as to
Who Tasha K is?
Oh,
Well, we're going to see the problematic
Don't
episode.
waste your time. Just wait for the episode.
Alrighty.
Okay, so other than that, what besides train shaming, what else is going on in this wicked world of yours?
Oh, man, me?
Yeah.
Are you dating?
No, I'm stepping out there a little bit. Y'all want to talk about Super Bowl weekend? None of y'all went?
Nope.
No, but I was rooting for Mahomes.
His name is Mahomes.
Mahomes? Is it Mahomes?
Yes.
Well, he can come to my home.
He's cute.
He's
and
hot.
he's totally your type.
He's God turned on the Super Bowl, I was like, there he is.
God turned on the Super Bowl for you.
Because why would I be watching the Super Bowl? I don't care about the Super Bowl.
Get the hell out of here.
I thought that J-Lo was great. I thought that Shakira was great. We should get into what you thought about their performances. But what did you think about the Super Bowl?
Oh, I thought the Super Bowl was lit. First of all, just to go on my little sports rant real
Go
quick.
ahead,
you know, Andy Reid was the
Yes.
coach for the Eagles for so long.
the longest time.
Happy for Andy
I don't
Reid.
know who Andy Reid
He's
is.
the coach.
I'm a football fan. I get what he's talking about.
Okay, school me.
Andy Reid was the coach of the Philadelphia Eagles, the
Okay.
football team.
Where you're
Years.
from.
Yes,
Okay.
for the longest time. And now he's the coach of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh,
so
got
he's
it.
so
It's his
he's
first Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So he has Mahomes' number.
Yeah, for sure.
Andy.
And Andy Reid, you know, been through some stuff. He lost his son and everything. So it's just
wow.
a good recovery to see him win the Super Bowl, to see things
good
come.
redemption story.
Yeah,
Got it.
it's a good
Yeah.
story. So, you know, that's on that front. I don't know if y'all want to talk about the halftime show. I like the halftime show. So
Well, you know, I'm from Northern California, and so I went on my Facebook and I said, I hope the Chiefs win for personal reasons. No, I said I'm rooting for the Chiefs for personal reasons. Please don't at me. And my Facebook blew up. My family, I think, has disowned me. I've already disowned you. But like people, they were really upset that I was going for them. And then when the Chiefs started, because San Francisco started to win, they were up for a minute.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody in our table, Adam, Calvin, everybody's betting, I'm going to win, you're going to win. I said, listen, do not count my man out. Mahomes. God put me here to watch my man win.
Mahomes.
What's his name?
It's Mahomes.
Is
I'm
it
joking.
Mahomes?
Yeah, you just kept calling him
I thought it
Mahomes.
was Mahomes. Shit, whatever his name, nigga last name gonna be Lee in a minute.
That's funny.
But when I was watching it, I was like, yo, okay. That kid, there's fire in his eyes. At first, I thought it was because he knew I was watching. But then I thought, well, he's probably just too many people around. He probably don't know.
No, he was really like, you could see the excitement in his face, and he'd put out a tweet about, you know, wanting to go to the Super Bowl or winning the Super Bowl like a couple of years ago, and here he is at the Super Bowl.
First time in 50 years. Yeah, so I don't know. I loved it. But what did you think about the halftime show?
first of all, shout out to Jay-Z and Beyonce for putting all that together, because that was incredible.
Even though they under fire.
They were sitting there like mom and dad.
I have an opinion, but I'm gonna hear it out first.
But first of all, when I seen the video of them sitting, they weren't the only people sitting down.
They weren't.
There was a lot of people in that section.
They were
sitting
the
down.
only people that mattered. If you've been in the room when Beyonce's walked in,
Yeah.
you have. Nobody cares what the fuck is going on. You can have a full cardiac arrest in the corner. Beyonce.
But you
is
hear
in
what
the
they
room.
said. They've been working. They're sitting there. They put the sound system together. This area. They're sitting there scoping the scene. They don't have time to be rising and sitting when you're putting the whole show together.
I have a full team. Guess what? They scope. I don't scope. I just sit and wait to be turned on to a mic or do something, and then I do my job. You think Jay-Z and Beyonce had to go and sit in the audience to hear Demi Lovato's sound?
They
Why
wanted
would
to
you not
hear
stand
it.
by the stage? Why would you not be in the back of the monitor?
Because Blue might run into the field. You know, you got to keep her in a seat. You know how it is,
Blue
man.
Ivy's so rich. She got security. She's unbothered.
Yeah.
So what did you think about it all?
Sidebar: Blue Ivy just like kind of seems she seems so mature.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
You know
she's
what I
growing
mean?
up.
Yo.
I mean, I know, but still, it's just like she's a kid, but she just seems so together.
Your mother is the queen of the universe.
I know. I mean, yeah, it's okay. Well, it's just she's turning into like such a beautiful young lady. That's all.
What
that's
did you
my-
think
Growing so
of?
fast.
What did you think of Beyonce and Jay-Z sitting down?
They're working. Tell them, Melissa. Tell them how they were working.
I just think that people are they're just looking, especially Tommy Loren. They're just looking for something to say. She just has to put in parentheses, Jay-Z, former crack dealer. Listen, bitch.
I think that makes it doper.
Nobody is talking about your former career on the fucking stroll, okay?
I bet you Tommy Loren could suck a mean dick though, because the way that mouth is reckless. I would love to see Tommy Loren in a BBC video with somebody shoving a big black dick in her mouth. That shit for me would literally make my life complete. I'd be done. I mean, fuck it, I've done it all.
What does she do now? Is she just on Twitter?
No,
That's it?
she got Twitter fingers.
That's
you know,
it?
and she was talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce sitting for the national anthem, and she said in parentheses that he was a crack dealer, and
He was.
and basically that she's like that they're disrespectful to the anthem, and how much longer is this gonna? I don't know. She
So
went
you're
on
so
and
you're
on
okay
and
with
on.
you both are okay with Jay-Z and Beyonce sitting during the national anthem?
Yeah,
at the Super
because
Bowl?
it seemed like when I seen it, it was so many people sitting down. It was like, yeah, it was happening, but they didn't, you know. Who cares?
I just think that it's
blown out of proportion.
It's blown so far out of proportion if you really want to think about like the history of the national anthem and why it even became a thing at the NFL as to why the players had to stand, and be visible, during the playing of the national anthem. It's all just a fucking red herring. You know what I'm saying?
Here's my take on it all. Okay, Jay-Z, as you know, and Beyonce have been really supportive of black issues, the Black Lives Matter movement, Trayvon Martin family, and behind the scenes have spent a lot of money helping the black community and have done a lot of great things. And now Beyonce's even come out and said that she's more focused on her legacy and doing more music that's important to the culture. And she really doesn't care about accolades and awards. This, of course, after she's won 22 or 25 Grammys and, has become almost, a billionaire doing this music shit. But this is my issue, and I said this on The Breakfast Club, right? Jay-Z had this whole meeting and brought all of the reporters from, the culture, except for me, to Rock Nation to have a conversation about his new partnership with the NFL. Rock Nation partnered with the NFL for the entertainment. A lot of people were critical of Jay-Z because they said he should have stood with Cap because Kaepernick doesn't have a job, and he was supporting Kaepernick, and so they didn't really understand what looked like a conflict of interest. You supporting Cap and then doing a partnership with the NFL. Here's my take on it. If Jay-Z was going to partner with the NFL, what he should have did is he should have took all the money they paid him for the entertainment and donated it to Cap's foundation. Then I think...
What?
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Because it's almost disingenuous to create a brand and a company that is funded pretty much by everybody in the culture that's black and brown. I mean, he has Universal fans who are not black and brown, but Jay-Z, for the most part, coming out of Marcy Projects, selling crack or whatever he was doing to get on... became a really important figurehead to the black community. Yeah. And then you partner with Cap or you become cool with Cap and you stand with Cap. But then when the bag comes, it's sort of like, now you over here making money with the NFL while he's still out of a job.
Wait.
One last piece. And then you come to the Super Bowl to watch the Super Bowl and sit down. You're sending a mixed message to me. Like you can you can come and get the money and it's okay. But you still gonna stay with our people and sit down. I don't get that. It was a mixed message.
Now, Cap had a settlement with the NFL, right?
Okay.
We don't know anything about it. All this, we were riding with Cap. I don't know all the details, but we definitely don't know anything about the settlement, right? All this writing for Cap, he settles. We hear nothing about it. He wants to be back in the NFL. They give him a tryout last minute. He switches the locations. All the people that was riding for him and went to go to support and see if he can get back in the NFL, he kind of spit in their face.
Not really.
That's a spit in the face.
He's responded to that. Remember,
that's kind of a spit in the face.
If you look at well, first of all, when I get a contract, I just got a contract the other day. Thank you, Yappa. Shout out to Yappa. I got a contract. Anytime there's indemnification language in a contract where you're indemnifying them from liability, and it's basically written in a way that's completely to their advantage, and any little thing I can do can indemnify them from me going after them for damages, I'm not going to sign the contract. That's what happened. They switched up his contract, which was different than anybody else that they had done before. Everybody has already talked about that. And he said, I'm not signing this contract. So yeah, we're going to give you a chance to try out, but you got to sign away this indemnification language. So that way now I can't be sued. No, because nigga, we in the middle of a war. We're in the middle of a culture war. We're in the middle of a war with the NFL. We have the president weighing in on people who don't support the anthem during the NFL games. And so I would say for Cap, I don't know all the politics behind his decision. They didn't want him to play out in front of the full press, and he said no. He had set up full press. Because you have to think about the whole world is watching.
But also last minute, you make an audible where people are coming to see you. There are also people that are coming to support you that have been supporting you the whole time, and you kind of make a left turn on them. So I do understand what you're saying, and we don't know all the details, but I do know he signed a settlement with the NFL we know nothing about. And we do also know he wants to play in the NFL. Right. So if you want to be a part of this organization, why can't Jay-Z be a part of that organization and make a change?
Yeah, I think everybody should want to. Well, niggas are still watching the Super Bowl, by the way.
Period.
When it went to Atlanta, everybody couldn't wait to perform. A lot of tourism came to Atlanta. People couldn't wait to, go to all the after parties and perform here and there. And I get it. I understand. But I also think that that's the reason why black issues never really get to resolution, because we will be divided when it comes to money. We will be divided when it comes to advancement. We will be divided in being that one house nigga. I'm not gonna say Omarosa, but I mean, I think that there's just you go all the way back to Martin Luther King, and he said, if you don't stand for something, you're gonna fall for anything. And I love Jay-Z and Beyonce. I love Oprah and Gayle, but I do feel like niggas get to a certain level where they just get passes just because of their Oprah. No, Oprah, nah, bitch, you don't get a pass. We're going to talk about you, right? Jay-Z, Beyonce, I love Beyonce. Everybody know I love Beyonce. We were standing outside Puff's house.
Yeah.
I did not give a fuck about going to that party until I saw Beyonce walk in, and my little bitch ass went right up in there looking for Beyonce because I love her. But your man, to me, your man is foul. That was foul.
You feel like that's foul?
Yeah, because if you're going to partner with the NFL, then stand with them. Stand with them. Because, see, like if I decide I really want to interview Trump, okay, I have to decide, am I going to go in there to get along, to make Trump think that I'm going to help him get to black people by shucking and jiving, or am I going to go in there as Jason Lee from Hollywood Unlocked, asking the questions that people want to hear? If I go in there shucking and jiving because I got the big interview that now is on a global scale and my business is going to thrive as a result of it, I have to be willing to lose my core audience who says, nigga, please don't sell us out. And I just feel like if you're going to go to the NFL and you're going to get a bag from them and then you're going to sit down and try to stand with us, you cannot have it both ways, in my opinion. That's just my opinion, though. I mean, I could be wrong, but I just feel like it sends mixed messages. Like, we ain't going to stand for you because you niggas don't support us, but we going to take your money. That's self. I just
feel like
self-serving.
Yeah, it's like self-serving.
And I feel like everybody in that stature that makes that kind of money has to self-serve at some point. I don't feel like Jay-Z's all the way right, and I don't feel like he's all the way wrong.
I felt that. Did you feel that?
You can't get to $1 billion fucking without doing
you know what I'm saying?
Shit. Yeah,
that's his point blank period. But I do feel like he's going in there with his own initiative and his own concept.
The long game. He
has Rock Nation Sports. He has an agency. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. And that's where I think we talk sometimes about like how some people have morals and principles and some just don't. Some are just all about the bag. Some are just all about getting it. Some don't give a fuck. And maybe we should become more like that. Maybe we should care less about what everybody thinks. I just kind of feel like I can't speak out both sides of my head. Like I'm going to be totally against the NFL and stand with Cap. But then my job would be to build a bridge between the NFL and Cap.
So you think that they should have cared? They should have considered the optics of what it looked like sitting down. Because in all honesty, I don't think they really
gave a fuck.
I don't think that was
intentional.
Yeah, it wasn't intentional. It's like I'm sitting for the anthem because I stand with Cap. I don't think that they were sending a message. I think that they were just sitting the fuck down because they didn't feel like they needed to stand up. We don't have to do anything.
But look who we're talking about. We're talking about, okay, let's say, okay, maybe Jay-Z, but Beyonce is always on. That bitch knows she's always on. Beyonce knows when she walks in the room, the entire world is looking at her. They may not be looking at your man, but they are looking at you. I've never known Beyonce to just be unintentional. I'll use Homecoming, for example. We're at Coachella sitting front row. Beyonce's this whole Homecoming thing is phenomenal. It's the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
Every single move she makes, yes, it is very
year later, it's a documentary with like a full year of footage building up to it. We never even heard about that. This is a person who can drop a whole album on her Instagram, one photo, and it go #1 and sell out and be platinum in a matter of a couple minutes. Her precision of what her brand represents is down to the T. There is no way, and I love her to death. So
this was an accident.
Don't fuck with me. Not for her. I mean, maybe Jay-Z, we're going to sit here, we're going to...
But why can't you sit? Just because you have a partnership with the NFL, that doesn't change where you...
No, they could have sat. My point is, think about, just if you could think about this for a minute. If Jay-Z would have took all that money that he got from the NFL for that performance and then sat and then donated it to Cap...
Why does he have to donate to
I'm not
Cap?
saying he doesn't have to. I'm saying try to think about it for a minute. The message he would have sent to the world and to Cap and to the NFL was that we will support you. We will come and make your halftime show, and they manage Demi Lovato too, so we're gonna make your entertainment the best it's ever gonna be.
Yep.
Just like Cap was one of the best quarterbacks in the league at the time that you've had, arguably. And he's a 49er. His team is there at the Super Bowl. It'd have been a great thing to see Cap walk out or something. I don't know, something. If they would have took that money and donated to Cap's foundation, I think it would have sent a piercing message to everybody. But that's just my thought. Some people agree and some people don't.
Yeah, But at the end of the day, I didn't like that Cap put on his Instagram the picture of Jay-Z and them sitting. I'm just like, dude, y'all, it's levels to this. Like, I don't like seeing certain things on social media. Like, I don't want to see Kaepernick posting a picture of Jay-Z like, what happened here? Like, I thought that was lame.
I mean.
So I just had to Google some shit right now just because, that's my fucking job. And I was just like, why do we stand for the national anthem? So what came up was Jay-Z and Beyonce sitting, and Jay-Z says he didn't mean to send a message by sitting during the national anthem at Super Bowl, which is what I was saying. I truly do not think that they thought it through. And so it goes on to say that he and his wife Beyonce were not trying to make a political statement when they remained seated during the Super Bowl. Blah, blah, blah. They didn't do it. Everybody went crazy. And then he said, people were asking, was it done to convey a signal? It actually wasn't. Sorry, he said, adding that if it intended to make a political statement, he'd say so. I'd tell you, he continued, I'd say, yes, that's what we've done. I think people know that about me. He went on to say that the two were instead in deep conversation about performing and what it's like during the Super Bowl, a setting where Beyonce sang before. So basically, they just weren't really
shooting the shit.
They were shooting the shit and not really paying attention to what was going on. And, Well,
then I'm going to take another approach. They should have knew what the fuck was going on. They both walked in the Super Bowl. They both had a conversation in the car while they were getting ready. Where's Blue, baby? I don't know. But
Blue was sitting right next to us.
This is the conversation they're having. Baby, where's Blue? I don't know. But, these motherfuckers going to be watching us today. I know, but, we going to get this bag. They had a conversation while their chef was preparing their food and while the chef was preparing their dog's food. They fucking had a conversation. There's no way in hell Jay-Z and Beyonce did not walk into the Miami Dome or whatever the fuck that was and not think for a minute that niggas in there was looking at them to see what the fuck they was going to do.
And I think they just don't give a shit.
Well, and that's my point. And that's why Cap put him on blast. And all I'm saying is, if we just all about the bag, fine, just be all about the bag. Just do what you got to do. Because I kind of agree. Now, Hollywood Unlocked, we all about the bag. We're less about thinking about what people are going to say because we got a lot of money last year, but we're going to get even more now. So thank you, Jay-Z, for inspiring me. And everybody that sees the new direction of Hollywood Unlocked, don't call me, call Rock Nation.
Okay, well, then there it is.
Well,
and why Tinashe didn't sing the national anthem? Now
leave her alone.
No, I'm just saying you manage Tinashe. That would have been a great thing to see her perform something, right?
No, this was a good moment for Demi Lovato. She's been through it for the last few years. She was found unresponsive due to a drug overdose. She has been very vocal about depression and feelings of suicide, and and to see her come back the way that she did and deliver such an incredible performance and look so beautiful. That's another thing Jay-Z was saying. Him and Beyonce were talking about how beautiful she was and what she's gone through. That was a moment that everybody was witness to how grateful she is to be back where she is, and better than ever. So
Demi Lovato owes me a lot of money.
Why?
You know this, right?
No.
You have to know this.
No, I know you feel like Tyra owes you money.
No.
Tyra owes you money?
Tyra Banks for what?
Didn't you have the idea for America?
Oh, I did. Oh, yeah. Tyra Banks. I told Tyra Banks once at a party, and I will remind you, Tyra, that you needed to have an America's top model male. She said, what top models do you know, supermodels that you know are male? And she looked at me while she blinked her big ass eyes, right? I'm looking at her like, well, shit, Tyson Beckford, Willa May. She was like, exactly. That's not top modeling is not an industry for men. Years later, boom, it pops up on TV. She is top model. So Tyra, I forgot. Thank you. You owe me hella money.
Okay.
All right. Now, Tyra used to be Tyler Perry's girlfriend.
Word?
Yes.
This was before he shaved. She was a beard. All right, so Demi Lovato. Demi Lovato. Let me tell you why she was my. Can I please get your attention for this? Because I really want you to understand what happened.
Okay, please.
Because people don't know, and I got taken advantage of a lot last year. I really did.
Okay.
And this new book this is a whole new me. Like, I'm not letting people take advantage of me no more. And I'm going to tell you what Demi Lovato did to me. Mm-hmm. So we're at Jamie Foxx's house, and Floyd's there, and Demi walks by, and Demi wants to meet Floyd Mayweather. And so she's like, oh my God, she's trying to get this picture, whatever. So Demi's guy brings her over, and he says, hey, do you think you can introduce Demi to Floyd? I'm like, sure, not a problem. So I'm like, hey, Floyd, this is Demi. And Floyd says, hi, what do you do?
Okay.
The shade was real. He just didn't know.
Yeah, I get it. Now I believe that he didn't know, which is hilarious.
I said, Floyd, this is Demi Lovato. And he goes, what does she do? Like, he's asking me, like, what is she? Is she a model? Like, what does she do? And I said, no, she's a singer. Like, she has 62 million followers on Instagram. So I'm like trying to educate him on the side as Demi's coming up for the photo. Long story short, they meet, they talk, they get a photo. Mm-hmm. And so when they walk away, the guy calls me the next day and he says, hey, do you think we can get Demi Lovato to sing the national anthem for the Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather fight? And I said, sure, I can make that happen. But if I make that happen, Demi Lovato has to partner with Hollywood Unlocked on limited edition merch. Mm-hmm. And then we'll do a revenue split of 50-50 or whatever. So that's more like the business behind Hollywood Unlocked. Mm-hmm. And so, long story short, I got her to sing at the national anthem at the Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather fight, and she never did it.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah, that was just one thing that's going to be in my new book. But it just was an example of how, like, somebody took advantage of me, and it was her people who then said, oh, well, Demi doesn't do that. I don't know why that person said that would happen or this and that or whatever. So, I don't really give a fuck about that. But here we are.
Mm-hmm. Here we are. I'm still researching why we stand for the national anthem, but
why do we?
It's really long.
Yeah, why you can't sit and represent the country?
The suggestion was first made back in 1891.
Oh gosh,
yeah.
too old.
See, that's what I'm literally.
And I heard there's another verse in there that's racist. There's a verse that we don't sing that's racist. It was written by racist people.
Yeah. Well, and I do want to say that NFL players only started standing for the anthem back in 2009. So this is just like this.
This is a new thing.
The fact that it's been politicized as much as it has is such bullshit when you really think about why it was kind of like an enforced rule back in 2009. It has everything to do with the partnership between the U.S. military and the NFL. That's really why it was forced upon them, and it became like a standing rule. Let me see here. Racist shit. Can't find it. Hold on. I'm looking. Does it say niggas anywhere?
You don't say niggas.
I know.
They're not going to blatantly say you niggas.
Are you kidding me? Back in 1891?
Oh, they may
white
say
people
you
did not.
Did they say niggas back then? I don't know. I wasn't alive then. No, did they say nick? I mean, when did the word nigger? When did the word nigger get invented? I don't know.
Woo, way back.
Yeah, you know what? Remember when we had Brother Polite on the show?
Yes.
And he was talking about
He was talking about having multiple bitches. He wasn't talking about niggas, was he?
No, he was talking about what the word originally meant.
Oh, okay.
And
but he has his own dictionary though. So was it from his dictionary or from ours? I'm just saying. Remember he created his own language?
Yeah.
Brother Polite?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's interesting.
Yeah, no, he is fascinating, and the guests, our fans liked him. He's interesting.
But they also like the woman that sucked on the cucumber too.
Well, who didn't like that shit?
We need to start doing more shows like that, some more fuckery shows. Like the show has evolved. Yes, we're at iHeart, and yes, we're doing big things, and yes, I'm an author.
iHeart would be gagging. If we had somebody come up here and blow something. I don't know.
Listen, has there ever been a show where somebody actually you can't give somebody a blowjob on a show?
I'm sure Howard Stern pulled something off like that.
Really?
I'm sure.
Yeah, back in the day, probably.
Damn.
Yeah.
I want to be like Howard.
Okay. Well, no. Anyways, I want to say that, the history of the word, he was saying that the original meaning behind it was a reference to being to royalty, to kings or something like that. And then the word was taken and bastardized for a totally different and repurposed.
I'm sure you can look up the root word.
Yeah, the etymology of it.
Yeah.
I was train shamed.
I don't want to put nigger in my
In your
Google search. I really just
and then every
don't.
time you type in NI.
Yeah, I'm just not going to do that. And I'm not going to do that today.
Yeah,
I'm just
not today.
No, not
it's
today.
Black History Month.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah,
So
not
no,
on Black
I'm gonna.
History
You know
Month.
what I'm gonna do?
Have we forgot it was Black History
I'll
Month?
call up Mark Lamont
No.
Hill and ask him. And no, I haven't forgotten.
Oh.
because I've been trying to book guests for this
Wait
month.
a minute.
And
They put the Super Bowl in Black History Month.
Yeah.
Oh, they shaming the fuck out of us.
it usually is.
No, I don't
It's
remember
always-
it. I don't remember
It
it.
always.
We
is.
had a
I
black
don't
quarterback win the Super Bowl.
I don't remember none of that. I just remember niggas didn't get up. Beyonce and Jay-Z. I love y'all though. I still want to come to the Rock Nation brunch.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I was gonna say one more thing. Lady Gaga's a fucking hater. I love Lady Gaga. Like, she's not cute. She's not cute by any measure. She has the nose my mother had. You know, all Italians have these long ass fucking noses, and I'm Italian, so I can say that. I'm part Italian. I'm a nigga though. And,
Wow.
And I think that Lady Gaga, for her to be so unattractive, and I was there in Houston when she performed at the Super Bowl. She had a fupa. She had a fupa on top of the fact that I thought she was lip syncing, but maybe she wasn't. And her show really was lackluster. It wasn't anything like amazingly over the top like what I just saw this last Super Bowl with J-Lo and what's the girl name? Shakira. But she came out and she did the video where she was singing and she said, there better not be any lip syncing tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And then went later on and congratulated him after the internet ate her ass up. What do you think? I mean, I love the movie A Star Is Born.
Great movie.
I mean, I cried when the guy
just
killed
feel like-
himself at the end.
I just feel like, man, as women performers, like, what's the point? You know, support each other. You got J-Lo, you got Shakira up there. Like, what is the point of, what is that? What is that?
I don't know what she meant by that. If she was
Because
intentionally
everybody
being shady.
says that J-Lo lip syncs. You know
And
that.
so-
Okay.
What?
Yeah. No. Okay. Yes, I understand that. I don't know. Was she being shady?
Shit, that was shady as fuck. I don't
And
want to
for
hear no
what?
lip syncing
And
tomorrow.
for what?
Like, why?
How does it benefit you if she does or doesn't?
And doesn't she do a lot of work around cyberbullying? Like she does a lot of work around people being cyberbullying. She became a bully. She might as well sing at the next inauguration of Donald Trump.
No, that's going a little bit too far.
They're the same person now.
No, they're
They're cyber bullies.
No, no. It doesn't. No, it's not that bad. But it's questionable why she would say that.
I know why she said it.
Yeah, it's questionable.
By the way, there was a photo of Shakira singing into a mic that was turned off. But either way, it doesn't matter. The performance
Those
was
hips
amazing.
don't lie.
What?
You can't shake them hips like that and sing.
Listen, nobody's watching the Super Bowl halftime to listen to the vocal prowess of anybody on the
Ever.
fucking stage. We're watching the performances. We are being entertained by the sheer magnitude of the performance. You know,
Choreography.
like the choreography,
The
like
lighting.
the drone
Can
shots.
we also say this year Puerto Rico has had a lot of hits with the earthquakes and all of the lack of support from Donald Trump. The kids in cages at the borders, we all know here in California. And the Latino community addressing that with Trump and the Dreamers being threatened to be thrown out of our country. Muslims banned at the borders. Now I'm okay with them banning the Chinese people because them motherfuckers in this coronavirus. I'm so scared. Anybody cough around me, I'm gonna punch them dead.
No,
in the
that's
fucking
not
throat.
right.
You know,
Listen, I
listen.
think you should shut down the border when there's people
Hold on
just
a second.
dropping dead from a virus you can't stop.
Every single year, there's another fucking virus that is
Something.
threatening to take us out. Remember when we were all scared we were going to get Ebola? I
Mad
remember when
cow
there was
disease.
Mad cow disease, hoof and mouth disease, fucking SARS. Like, I swear
SARS.
to God. Like,
Wait, what was the thing in the mosquitoes that was coming over and biting
West
you?
Nile
The
virus.
West Nile virus. There's
Yeah.
always something coming.
Okay, but
You want to know? You want to know what runs the risk of taking out half of humanity?
What?
The fucking flu.
Yeah.
Influenza.
No, flu almost took me out this year.
No,
For
but
real.
no,
The
I'm
flu was
being
crazy
no, I'm
this year.
being
I didn't get it, though.
serious. I'm being
Thank
serious. Like researchers and doctors will all say from like all like from all over the world, influenza can easily become a pandemic that is uncontrollable.
But we all
and
don't-
we'll take out like 100 million fucking people.
But I found myself in the middle of a dilemma on my way to New York. So my friend is walking in the airport with me, and we do see a group of Asian people with the mask on. And he covers his face up and he starts running past them. And I find myself yelling at him, stop. Because like I feel like
That's not funny.
No, that's what I'm saying.
So why are you laughing?
Oh,
No,
wait,
That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm laughing because she's laughing. You're being dumb right now. No, like I felt like, damn, this is racist. You know, like what if people like ran by us and held their bags?
They do.
No, I'm just saying we would want to whoop their ass, you know. but anyway, I felt like, oh my God, I felt shamed, and then I didn't know what I felt. It was just inappropriate, right? But when I got to New York, somebody had told me that, I had brunch with Wendy Williams and Gio Benitez from Good Morning America and his husband, Tommy. And Gio was saying, he's an investigative reporter for ABC and Good Morning America. He said, I wish I could tell everybody that wearing those masks actually makes it worse for you, because the mask is what keeps whoever has something in from coming out. But when you have the mask on, it traps the flu or whatever it is in the thing. Like he said, basically you want to cover your face with like a scarf, you know, like a clean scarf or whatever. There's just a lot of miseducation going on about it. But that coronavirus, keep everybody out until we figure this shit out.
Okay.
And they ain't just got to be Asian. They just, anything coming from anywhere over there where that shit is, like, just don't fucking come over here, because niggas is just dropping out. Just they standing at McDonald's and then boom, dead.
I just heard that the way that you can cure it is like really, really easy.
Like what?
Lysol?
Fucking humidifier or some shit like that, and some antibiotics. Like it was random. Like I don't know where I heard that from, but it was just like you could basically cure it with like a fucking humidifier and some antibiotics. I was like, oh, okay. So the mass hysteria, that shit is organized.
Melissa, if you catch coronavirus, don't you come up in here with that bullshit.
Oh, I will stay the fuck home. Trust me. I will enjoy my time off,
Daisy
motherfuckers.
Just be sitting there as an orphan.
This is just a sidebar. I just, I just want to just let everybody know just how much I hate thong bodysuits. Thongs are the devil.
The thongs.
You don't wear thongs?
Well, do you know men are wearing them now? I saw this nigga on my Facebook wearing a thong bodysuit. Now, mind you, I'm gay. Like, I'm not even kind of gay. I be trying to tell people, like, if there was like a level of gay, I'm right up there, right? But there has to be a limit. Like, niggas, you should not be wearing thong bodysuits. I don't want to see no thong up no dude's ass, and definitely don't want to see you with the. And then they have couture bodysuits where they have a plunging neckline. You have no breast. Why do you have a plunging neckline?
I don't know.
I'm confused.
I don't know.
My people, help me, please.
Seeing a man in a thong bodysuit.
You wouldn't get turned on?
No, I wouldn't be turned on, but
breasts.
it would tickle me. It would be very, very
So
funny.
say you're at home chilling and you about to get some dick and he takes off his clothes and he has a thong bodysuit on.
I have the wrong person in my home then. I have the wrong
But you wouldn't
person.
try to understand. Maybe it's high fashion.
No.
So
a
you-
fucking guy in a thong, that shit's like a banana hammock.
So somebody,
no.
somebody I'm talking to, and I'll tell you when we get off this thing. Somebody I'm talking to. I was really feeling like where we were going, and then they posted a picture in a thong bodysuit,
Really?
and then they called it fashion. I'm sorry.
No, it's not.
My
I
dick
can't.
don't understand high fashion. It just
No.
don't.
You don't wear thongs at all?
Yeah. I have to, depending on my outfit, but I prefer to just be commando.
Yeah, but a woman wearing a thong is one thing. I just don't think a man should be wearing a thong.
Like that, I cannot stand the string flossing your ass. I can't. It's just not, I don't know. I just don't want to do that shit
By the
no more.
way, Lizzo, I love her confidence, her self-confidence. She shows her ass every day on her social media. We post it every day.
Big booty.
Big old booty, right? But there does have to come a point where there has to be like the booty bleaching police. Somebody has to start telling people, if you got an ass, you're going to be showing your ass crack on Instagram. Somebody got to bleach that shit and get the whole skin right. Because when I start seeing really dark, when I start really seeing darkness in your crotch area, it really makes me want to vomit.
Okay, this show's gone off the fucking
I'm not
rails.
talking about Lizzo's ass. It just, I reminded myself because I was looking at her ass crack yesterday while I was on the plane. I was just like, yeah, there's an epidemic going on of people that don't bleach their asses.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, Melissa, ain't it a thing?
Bleaching your asshole is a thing in porn. Yes.
Oh, in porn, not in
Yeah.
real life.
I
But
used
if
to-
you're
I
gonna
used to-
spread it, whether it's porn or not, if you're gonna spread your ass and I gotta look at it, motherfucker, bleach that shit.
Yeah,
Go get your little, what's the wax called?
It's
Brazilian?
yeah.
Get all that hair ripped out and have them slap that bleach down. Get that shit right.
Don't
Yeah,
that burn?
there's this place called Pink Cheeks in the Valley. They do
Pink Cheeks.
Pink
Okay,
they do
we're
anal
done.
bleaching.
We're done today.
Yeah.
Pink cheeks. Do
Yeah.
you go?
Pink cheeks.
Well, I used to when I used to get waxed, but now I don't get waxed.
So you used to get the wax in the bleach?
I did not
like a
bleach,
1-2?
I didn't bleach my
Wait,
asshole.
you don't get wax anymore, so you're like Amber Rose?
No, I get lasered.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
lasered.
shit.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Excuse
okay. Now that you all know what's going on down
your
below, Peace out.
Yeah. So just slide in her box wearing a fucking one-piece onesie. What is that shit? A thong onesie, and you might get it.
No, you won't.
You
Please.
might
All right.
get it.
Well, this
do it.
show is reckless enough. We out of here, right?
Yeah.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
What up, YouTube? Thank you for watching this reckless show.
Yeah, and hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell.
And also don't forget to share and leave a comment because we are reading.